Hey guys. All right, let's talk about striving for excellence in things that you do in your life. Different areas of your life, professionally, relationships, physical, fitness. Every day you should wake up and say, all right, what can I do better to improve in this area of my life? Instead of taking the approach of, okay, everything's really good, and I'm just going to kind of sit back and hang out with the status quo. Okay, mediocrity. I don't really like that because the truth is we're getting older, time's clicking by, and the status quo actually means we're sliding backwards. We don't have a lot of time on this earth, so every day you should work to improve in these different areas of your life. And if you do that, eventually you're going to reach whatever your objectives are, but better still, you're not sliding backwards. I know as an athlete, as we get older, we do the same amount of work, the same volume of work. And because our bodies are older, we might not get faster, but you know what? We're not getting slower. We're staying the same. So an athlete who's 40 years old could potentially be at this speed, right? And then when he's 50 and he's still working out really hard, he's maintaining that same fitness and he hasn't really declined. It's a really interesting thing, but he's been working his butt off for those 10 years in order to stay where he is. Had he been status quo and not done a whole lot or maintained the same level of training perhaps as when he was 40, he would have backslid and actually lost fitness and gone slower. Okay, so it's that way with everything in our lives. We always need to be moving forward. I love the analogy of the shark. I feel like I'm a shark. I need to keep swimming to oxygenate my gills and my lungs or I'll die. A shark, if they stay still, they suffocate. So as humans, we need to be like sharks. We need to keep moving forward, always move forward. So there's a couple different ways. There's the random approach to improvement and excellence. And the random approach is basically, well, first of all, there's desire, right? You have to have desire to improve. And so you say to yourself, okay, I want to improve. I said it, I'm going to get better. Or, all right, I want to improve, so I'm just going to do this, this, and this, and this, and it doesn't really matter in any order or why I'm doing it. I'm just going to do all these different things, and I'll get better. Okay, so the random approach is interesting, but it really doesn't work very well. What does work is being intentional. The intentional approach is what we use in high-performance training programs for athletes. It's what we use when we set up business plans. It's what we use in every area of our lives where we actually do see improvement. Because with intentionality, we have a plan of action. We know where we're going. And that's really important because when we know where we're going, we take steps to getting there. And those steps, every day, day after day, the details help us get to where we want to be and help us improve in different areas of our life. So going back to the example of the athlete, as a coach, that's my job. I set up training plans for people. I help them with their intentionality. I set up their training plan. I let them know what they're going to do each and every day. And then it's up to them, of course, to execute that plan. But when they execute the plan over time, they get stronger, faster, fitter, and they achieve whatever their goals are. But you can do that in every area of your life. You can do that in your business life. What's your professional development plan look like? Have you sat down with somebody, a coach perhaps, and laid out that plan so you know where you're going to be in 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Are you a mid-level manager and you want to become a C-level executive? Well, you better have a plan for it because it probably just doesn't happen just because you want it to. And you're going to be random. It's probably going to happen if you actually have a plan to get there and you're willing to pay the price and work hard every day to get to that C-suite. You know what I mean? That kind of thing is really important. So intentionality is how we get stronger and improve in all areas of our lives. So think about that tomorrow. Think about that this coming week. How are you going to improve in every area of your life and be intentional about it? Set up that plan of action. Set up that blueprint and start following the blueprint instead of being random in your approach and just hoping things happen out of nowhere. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope you execute on that And I look forward to hearing your results and talking to you about it again in the future.